What does an arena goblin build look like? I will say, like, of all, like, because I've been a bit like grumpy about, like, not grumpy because actual grumpiness happened in the Blood Bowl, but I have been saying a bit like, of all the rewards they're putting on the Blood Pass track and the other track, like these ones that are just like some words under your name, it's a bit crap. Like, as a reward for the Blood Pass, when you get like a name that's like Berserk, you're like, okay, great, thank you. Like, compared to cosmetics or something, it feels a bit rubbish. But of all the ones I would quite like, I low-key would really like the I would really like the Goblin Champion one. Like, I feel like that's like actually one that I want. So doing a Goblin arena run could be quite fun. I don't know if I'll be able to achieve it, but... So what are you allowed? So Goblins in... You played against an arena goblin team with one troll and a chef? Against, I mean, it's experience. So you are... Oh, so you can't do bomber. No skill stacking either. Okay, so that's all pretty rough for Gob straight away, right? You're only getting 1 star. You can't get the best ones, and you can't get any like special stuff to compensate. But 1180, 7 skills and 7 primaries, 2 secondaries. All right, go on. Let's do a Goblin game. Let's build a Goblin team. Let me just remind myself of that quickly before I start. It's 1180. 7 primary and 2 secondary. And we get 1 star in there. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do some gobs. Goblin champion question mark? Custom team. Let's go. So, how do you add a star player? Access went with fungus, couple of rives. I like fungus a lot. I'm a big fan of fungus. Inducement tab. Hey. Do love me some fungus. So let's look at the options we've got. So Ripper, I think, is the classic star player you see taken a lot by goblins when they can't get the mega stars, because Ripper's really good. Like, strength 5 is really nice. Sorry, strength 6, obviously. Having a troll that is guaranteed to act and not lose their tackle zones, that's really nice. Grab can be pretty nice for just dragging people in to get fouled, and it's also got this great once per half can reroll any dice, which means it's a really, really big increase on your chances of getting the 1-turn throw teammate. So Ripper's really good. I think the argument for fungus would be that he's much cheaper, and so you can get more of the bribes going on. So I think both of those are strong arguments. We can't have bomber because he's not allowed. Black Gobbo always looks fun, but I think for 225 is just too expensive. Madcap mix, I think, is just not that great. I think the fact that it's got the Unchanneled Fury is too much of a downside on a star player. And yeah, like, obviously String 4 and Claws can be fun, but it's just like a very risky star player. Like, a lot can go wrong. Varag's really good, but expensive, even more expensive than Ripper. Strength 5, jump up, block, those are all really nice reliability skills. I definitely don't hate it. Gobbler Grimnick I've never even looked at properly. Strength 4. I don't really know what Gobbler Grimnick's supposed to do. Like, okay, like, looks fun, is a frog, that's all fun, has monstrous mouth, which I guess means you could hand them the ball a bit. But then you've got a strength 5 ball carrier. Sorry, a movement 5 ball carrier. It doesn't seem that good. Tentacles isn't even that good on strength 4. I don't really get what Gobbler Grimnick's for. Not allowed Hack Flame. Don't really want Helmet because you've already got a chainsaw anyway that isn't a lone air. Can't have Creek or Morg. So I think it's between 3-star players for goblins. I think it's either Ripper or Fungus or Varag. Oh, tough decisions. Tough decisions. I want to build with Ripper and just see what it looks like. Like, can I get 2 trolls with Ripper, Fanatic, Loony, Hooligan. I think those are all kind of non-negotiables. And then how many goblins can I get? That gets me to like 14. That gets me to 15. A couple of rerolls. Go all the way to 16 because secret weapons. Feels like we're getting more than I thought we would, to be honest. Inducements. Throw a couple of bribes in. Oh, I had to think about that one. Well, how do I just confirm it then? It's saying if I go back, do I lose them? I want to keep them. Thank you. Confused. What? So I just lost everything. Okay. Oops, didn't want that one. Oh, so the bribes are still here. Oh, it went back for... Okay, it's cost me the screen. Okay, so the bribes are in and it's just made me take away all the team. Right, okay, fine, we'll start back. I misunderstood what I was about to get taken off me, but that's okay. We'll do it again. 2 trolls, Fanatic, Loony, Hooligan. Lots and lots of gobs. And let's see what we're up to. So that is 1155. We haven't put any rerolls on at all. So we definitely don't want that. Okay. 2 rerolls. And then I think 2 rerolls is hard minimum. I'm not doing less than 2 rerolls. So that puts us solid 95 over. So you'd basically, all right, so if you take Ripper, you're either getting no bribes or you got to ditch something else. I really like Ripper. I guess you could ditch a troll. That's a quick way of doing it. So Ripper's just one of your 2 trolls. Don't hate it. Like, he's much better than a regular troll. But this does just bring me back to, are we better off just taking Fungus and getting the bribes? Oh, I hate these menu screens so much. I don't know how I'm so incapable of doing them without going back to the main screen every time. Right. Yeah, we'd have to drop like 3 goblins though. Ditch the Fanatic. Yeah, you could have ditched the Fanatic. You could. You could ditch the Fanatic. Like, why would I want to go back here? Why is it not taking me to the thing? I need to start using the thing up here. Okay. All right. All right, let's put Ripper back in for a second and look at it. Ripper goes back in. Okay. Let's do that. Let's get rid of the Fanatic. Let's at least look at how this looks. Let's also get rid of a bribe. Just have 1. And we're still over. So we'd have to drop another goblin and we're going to have a really weird amount left over. It just feels like awkward. It feels like an awkward amount. Do you know what I mean? Like it feels like it doesn't quite fit. Oh, yeah, we get 1180, but that's like 25k left. Yeah, this is okay. Like, we're in now. Like, right now we're in with 1 bribe. What we could do now is... Yeah, okay. So now we ditch a goblin. And we put the pogo in. Does that fit? No. Oh, that's so painful. If that had fit, that would have looked pretty nice. Alright, let's get rid of the pogo again. Is there anything else we could take here that is... we could take the Doom Diver. Don't really want it. Take Bomber. Go on, take Bomber, because we can use a secondary on Bomber. Actually, we don't need to use secondary on Bomber, do we? They gave them passing access. Okay, alright, let's do that. Let's have a look at this and see how we feel. Going to build this roster, and I think what I'll do is I'll build this roster and then go build a second fungus roster, and I'll choose between them. Okay, so we have two secondaries and 7 primaries. So the secondaries are going to be block on both of the trolls. You definitely could make an argument for pro, but having played in clan with the block trolls, I really like them. So I'm doing double block on those. Then the thing with goblins is actually it's kind of hard to spend the primaries. We definitely want Sneaky Git on our Hooligan. We definitely going to put a passing skill on the bomber. I'm going to choose pass because I've only got 2 rerolls in the build, so I'm just going to go for the increased chance of getting the bomb not being a fumble. You definitely could go for accurate instead. That's obviously the starting skill for bomber, but I think if you're running a 2 reroll build like we are, it's better just, like, the most important thing with the bomb every single time is just not to fumble it. Inaccurate, even wildly inaccurate, isn't always a disaster, but a fumble is, so pass skill just means you don't worry about that as much. So now we've used both of our secondaries, and we've used 2 out of 7 primaries. I think we might as well put dodge on the chainsaw at that point, because chainsaw making it a bit more able to get places is good. We are still left with a whopping 4 more primaries, which I guess are all either going to be sidestep or diving tackle. I'm not sure what else I could make a case for. You could get even more Sneaky Git, maybe. Just like a backup fowler. But I think it's probably just lots of sidesteps annoying, right? If they don't get knocked over, they're in the way. I definitely remember Dalric in Blood Bowl 2 Rebel just had like diving tackle without sidestep and managed to make good use out of it. So what I might do is 3 sidestep and 1 diving tackle and see if we can find a use for that in some situations. Like maybe in combination with Ripper, there's positions you can put that in that make it hard to deal with. So that is a roster with Ripper. I don't hate it. I really don't, because this is so meaty, and like none of this is secret weapon, right? So all 3 of those are hanging around. They've all got regen. They've all got armor 10 plus. Like you've got a nice punchy line there. So I think this is definitely a contender. Let's do a second version with fungus. Oh. So this time we're going to go to the inducements page and we're going to take Fungus the Loot, and we're going to take, we're definitely going to get more than 1 bribe, but let's do the thing first and see where we get to. So we've got Fungus. We still want our 2 trolls. We still want our we're saving so much cash. I think we do want the other Fanatic. Looney and Hooligan is 100%. Probably going to want to try the Pogoer since things are cheaper here, so let's try that. Put a couple of rerolls on it and then let's see where we are. Sprint for 1 turns could have been a case, yeah. Or a sure feat as well. Have one that's good for throwing. That's both decent actually as arguments. So this version, with no bribes yet, we're at 960, so we've still got 220 to play with, but we're definitely let's well go to an extra player here. In fact, we've got more weapons here, so I think maybe we want to go to the full 16 because we've got more weapons. That's definitely worth thinking about. So now we've got 140 left. So if we took biased ref, we still have 60 left. Take a... Oh, we haven't taken any bribes yet. That's okay. Bias ref's pretty good. Bias ref and 1 bribe. I quite like bias ref when you've got a lot of weapons, because you're going to end up rolling enough times that you get that value on it. So I think this possibly is where we sit on the fungus roster. So the fungus roster has got... Well, let's skill up. So let's do it all the way. General block. General block. So that's our 2 secondaries again. Then the problem is you really want to put block on the fanatic, which you now can't. But I guess you just lean into the murder of it and take mighty blow for a primary. Still putting dodge on the loony. Still putting sneaky git on our hooligan. The pogo, maybe we put sure feet on. Sure feet or sidestep on the pogo. Sidestep gives you the chance of using it as like an alternative 1 turn where you actually just push it. I think sprint is too much of a unlikely to get used when you've only got 2 rerolls. I think I like sure feet. One, two, so that's the 2 secondaries. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got 4 more. Drop a goblin for a second bribe. Yeah, maybe actually. Maybe. Yeah, actually let's go with that. I like that idea. So let's drop a goblin, and now we've got inducements. Second bribe. Okay. So we now have 15 players. We still got 3 more of these to put on, so we'll go sidestep. I think we're just going to do 3 sidestep this time. We won't do the diving tackle because we haven't got Ripper, which was part of my argument in my head for taking the 1 side diving tackle, is maybe you can pair it up with Ripper to do fun things. Okay, so we got 2 rosters. This is the murder heavy roster, I think, like where you're really just aiming to murderize your opponent off the pitch. You've got 4 mighty blow with the 2 fanatics. You've got the extra bribe, so you've got 2 bribes and a bias ref to try and keep the weapons around as long as possible. But yeah, you are relying on clearing things. I mean, I really enjoy fungus. Like, I find fungus fun. I think this is just like, in general, this is the higher variance roster because you've got more reliance
like
on
a folk you can read the android's memory.
Boobies.
Maybe you can see what
Boobies. Lord Ninox, the bomber can be very, very good. Yes, the bomber can be very, very good. And that's the other thing I guess you could do here is you could drop the bribe again and bring back the 16th goblin and trade one of the goblins for a bomber because they're 5,000 more than a goblin. So if you wanted to do this all in, let's show that as well. So back here, let's drop a bribe. And now we can bring back well, we can just buy a bomber instead of a last goblin. I think actually maybe that's even like just fits what we're doing with this roster build more as well. So then what we would lose is one of these skills. So let's lose 1 sidestepper. And we take the goblin. And then we've got 1 skill left over, which goes on the bomber, which will be pass again. The other one you could do here, which Torquemada was saying, instead of taking pass skill, you could take safe pass, which just means you can't fumble. So actually, like, that's the alternative to taking pass. I think I like pass more because I think it's just more likely to get the bomb out, and I'm good with that. But I think there's definitely like safe pass the way you could go. So, all right, I'm actually gonna let you guys vote. I think like on which of these you want to see because I think they're both fun. But here are our two rosters. Let's look at them one more time. So fungus roster is, you get fungus, you get 2 block trolls, mighty bow fanatic, dodge loony, sneaky git, hooligan, bomber with pass. You get the pogo, which is nice. Don't have the pogo on the other roster. And a couple of side steppers. In some ways, what I like here is that we've used more of the skills on things that I think are actually like going to give us some real value. Like that's a nice primary. And I like the sure feet here to give us a fast ball carrier. It's pretty nice having that movement 7 ball carrier with sure feet. Definitely gives us some more scoring threat. The original roster is Ripper. So we are losing 1 player. We're going to 15 players. We are losing the pogo. We are having, I think it was the same number in the end. Both teams get 1 bribe, but the no bias ref here. This is, I think, probably like the more stable roster because Ripper's really good, guys. Like, and it means you get a much better chance to throw teammate to score as well. And doesn't leave the pitch on a secret weapon thing. The other roster is more high rolly, I think. This roster is a bit more stable. I feel like this is what a more, I don't know, my guess is if you showed these 2 rosters to Yudlagar, I think Yudlagar would come up with something different and better, but I think between the 2, Yudlagar would choose this. And Yudlagar is like my line. There probably is a Varag option, but I don't have the energy to do a Varag roster now, so we're doing these, and I'm going to do a poll, and you guys can choose. And maybe when one fails, we'll do the other one anyway, but you can choose what we're doing right now. Okay, poll is up now. You've got 3 minutes. Vote now for either Ripper Gobs or Fungus Gobs. And I will change the stream title. Oh, I'll have fun with either end where it's a game of goblins. Like I like to think I have a different mindset with goblins. With my wood elves, I know I get try hardy, but you've seen me play my goblins in clan. I think I'm better at taking them a bit more lightly than I do my wood elves. So I'm actually quite surprised. I thought you'd want the weapons and the fungus, but it seems like chat is leaning towards Ripper. I think it's really like interesting because yeah, in some ways this is more stable, but I do think the pogo on the other team does really do something as well. So I don't know for sure. I really don't know which is better. We're about halfway down the timer on the Ripper Gobs, so I'll start customizing them in the meantime. Oh, I think I might have a... Do I get the World Championship one? Thought that was in there now. Maybe it's not. I thought there was one for playing in the World Championship, but I don't see it. In which case, let's go to the halfling ones because they have the best tree ones. Ripper Gobs have it by a long way in the end, actually. I'm genuinely surprised. I think I really expected people to want the fungus madness. Shows what I know. The people want success. Well, they've come to the wrong place. You want Yudlagar if you want to see goblin success. This is not the place to see goblin success at all. How about some blue and yellow for goblins? I'm kind of feeling that. Kind of feeling that. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's get those goblin cheerleaders going. Do we have a goblin coach? We do. We've got Madcap. And goblin ball. Yeah, with the bomb sticking out. Stick with the easy to look at pitch. Seashore for Brighton. And goblin dugouts. Oh, that's not goblins. Well, Ripper won, so Ripper it is. Registered teams. Oh, I forgot I have a Norse team in here as well. I only did one game on those. Goblins. I don't know how I hadn't noticed these menus until like a day ago, but they're amazing. They drop down to pick a race. It's saved me so much time. Goblin champion only a matter of time. Let's find out who's brave enough to spin against our goblin champions. Look at this. No one wants to play against goblins. We spun the wood elves, got a match immediately. Spin the goblins. Everyone's like, no. No spinning. Get out of here. Don't want to play those. How's the arena holding up? So we're still on 3 pages here. How does that compare to the ladder? It was like a real question at the start, wasn't it? Would people play the arena? But it seems like it's done pretty well. I hope that holds up all the way to the end. I feel like maybe like the closer we get to the end of the season, more people will switch to going ladder because they want to do the chalice and give themselves a chance to get World Champs tickets and stuff. But it does feel like the arena's found its groove. Like people are enjoying it, which is nice. I've said that now, and now I won't get a game. There we go. I've also just realised, I was just about to think maybe we should duck out because I haven't named the players. It's always a bad idea to not name the players. But here we are. We've got Elf Union. Pro Elves is interesting because actually Pro Elves is a matchup I thought I was going to be doing today anyway, because I am in Rebel Clan League. I've got my Goblins next against Torquemada's Elf Union. So this exact matchup, which was supposed to happen today, but they're having some trouble with Clan where the tickets aren't getting issued, so we've had it today. Welcome in for game number 1 of an attempted Goblin arena run. Who knows, maybe if I do put this up I might include the whole team building part, because maybe it's interesting to see as well. In which case that'll be a random welcome in the middle of the video. Tell me if you watched long enough to see the welcome in. We are playing our Goblins we've got against some pro elves. The elves have got a couple of blodge blitzers. Okay, this is a really nice build. It's just like all dodge catchers and a leader thrower. I really like it. Like they've got a bench of one and they've just got lots of dodge. I think if I was building Elf Union for Arena, I'd probably do something similar. I'd probably put a wrestle on one of these, maybe two, but just spreading out and having lots of dodge is really nice, right? Like dodge, movement 8, strength 3 in a low skill environment, agility 2+, really good. So, oh no, Torquemada, that would have been really fun. That's kind of hilarious. We got someone else. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Hargrim. Boo to whoever left you out. Clearly wrong-headed. But if that means we get you a day rotational, that's fun. I am very begrudgingly going to give up my UKTC ticket so that I can do day rotational because it was probably either or for me. I am mad at Andy for making it a weekend that meant I had to choose between the two. I will stay mad at Andy, but I think between the two I probably will take the chicken bowl ticket over the UKTC. So, okay, weapons. I think we're going to leave the bomber off because it's better on defense. He said on stream the other day that it's probably going to be the second weekend of September. So obviously if that changes, then that changes everything. But that's what he said on stream the other day. It's not the same weekend as UKTC, Jahannam. It's just he's put it really close to it, and I can't do two-day tournaments that close to each other with my work, unfortunately. So yeah, bit rubbish for me. Which of course I'm assuming Andy did on purpose, despite me specifically. Alright. I mean, this is kind of a formation. It's goblins. The formation is, let's see if we can kill things quickly. That's plan A. Plan B is panic. Brilliant coaching. No, we didn't get it. No one got it. To be fair. Oh, they've left their thrower off, I guess, for one turn. Yeah, extra reroll is definitely very, very helpful for a goblin team. But at least they didn't get me there. Chainsaw. Okay. Didn't kill the elf, but we did stun the elf. Ripper 3 dice. And where are we going to grab you to? It's just like that, isn't it? Block trolls are good. Get rid of one, that's good. I was going to say, that'd be a spicy apple to put in on turn 1 against goblins. You never know, but what we want to do here is you here, you here. You dice this way. Guys, here's a good idea. Just a stun is a little sad. Would have loved to get another elf off there. Do need to protect this chainsaw a little bit. Oh no. This is the problem against elves. Gonna have to reroll it. Oh dear. That is 50% of our rerolls gone and we did not get the ball. In fact, we scattered it away from the diving tackle. So all in all, not good. That's pretty bad. I probably should have been more cautious about keeping players in front before I did the. Yeah, I not probably. I should have done the pickup before doing all that. So that's on me. That's on me. Ball on the floor, Elves going to score. I mean, there's a good chance. Yes, it's a very good chance that happened. Very good chance from here. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a little awkward. It's a little awkward. It's not that awkward, but it's a little awkward. At least we've covered this side a bit. Oh, goes the diving tackle instead. Okay. Does get knocked down. Does get one removal. That's a bit sad. We did all of our mighty low and then he got one removal. I did one hit without mighty low and got a removal. Yeah, elves are definitely not your preferred matchup with goblins. That goes without saying, I think. So we're just going to do a 3+ pickup here, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Double rush and a 3+. But I should have not picked the ball up. And I should have picked the ball up before doing that. So yeah, definitely could have played that tighter. But this is such like a disaster situation because now if they score quickly as well, we've only got one bribe. I guess we only have the one weapon on the pitch because we only have 2 weapons in this team. So perhaps that can mitigate a little bit. So I think probably what we need to do here is to chainsaw this one because that's got sidestep and then block that one if that will all work, which is very much an if. Oh. That's good. Love it to have been removed, but beggars and chooses. Stun is good. So we've got to into that spider maybe it's a 2 dice block. Good. Again, would have loved it to be a knockdown, but at least we get it off the ball. And then second go at picking this up is successful. That's stunned. Do we need to move this? I think we don't because we don't want to spend a reroll on it. Although if we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a very long way around to foul it, sadly. Sadly, I think that's not a foul. Is it? I protect chainsaw. If you are hitting the chainsaw, you're doing it with that one, so I think it's there. Okay, well, better to have the ball than to not have the ball, I guess. Overall, not where I'd like to be, but oh, that's true. We could have blitzed with Ripper, but it was a rush, I think, with Ripper, because Ripper moved 4 squares just to get here. So yes, that is a good reminder that Ripper has grab. Because grab doesn't work the same on blitz, but it still counts as side step on a blitz, doesn't it? Yeah. So they've got options to hit the ball here for sure. Like you could dodge something out here, but that is a 4+ to bring it that way. And then cancel there and hit there. But it's hard work. Whereas they might just go for hitting this because that's value. Looks like what they're going to do, 3 dice that. Okay, so we've at least stabilised holding the ball, which is a small start, but it's a start. Yeah. Will not be great to lose this, because we haven't got to use it at all yet for fouling. But, again, we were in a bad position, so at least it's better than it was. Does Ripper have vomit? No, he doesn't. He's too thoughtful to vomit on things. Too much brain power for vomiting on opponents. Didn't concede a touchdown by turn 3, so the elves aren't happy. We've got too many stuns and not enough removals. That's really the main thing that's worrying me. Like, because if they remove again here, we're down players already, which is definitely not what you want to be on turn 2. They've definitely rolled very well on those. They've had 2 knockdowns, both of which have rolled the 8+ armor break, which is less than 50-50, and then roll the removal on top, which is better than 50-50 because it's anti. Oh, and we powered there as well. Okay. Alright, at least that wasn't removal. But yeah, losing that fouling is pretty huge. Like, that's a really valuable piece. I did not want to leave it there, but I didn't want to lose the chainsaw either. So, you know, that I actually had a much better chance of surviving the block because the chainsaw gets the +3 on it. But it didn't survive the block, so. Anyway, we've got the ball. We're going to continue to believe in Goblin good times. We've still got a ball. We've got the ball and we've got a chainsaw. What more could a Goblin need? I did not reroll that. So that is good anyway. 3 dice with Ripper and try to move into this space, I reckon. Let's go, Ripper. Big pow. God, trolls are such a pain. Needing to find friends for trolls the whole time is such an extra chore. This is actually really awkward. Do I need to stay here? I don't have the space I think what I thought I had. This is very risky, but also quite high reward. Okay. Keeping it stunned is not nothing. Keeping it stunned is not nothing. Yeah, exactly. You're like, well, we're not down to 7, but we're on 9 players. It's like, who can be my friend for the troll? So, yeah. Trolls are super annoying. They're like easily like the hardest work of all the big guys, having to find friends for them. And it's just like so aggravating when you find them a friend and they still can't be bothered. But we do need to start upgrading some of these stuns into removals. We had a lot of stuns, which is not unhelpful. Like, stuns keep them in position. But we really need to start removing things if we're going to have a chance in this game, really, in the end. I wonder if maybe I should have tried to just activate that last troll in the 4+. Like, I was thinking not to, because obviously, like, 4+ and I hadn't managed to get a friend, but maybe, given that I ended up positioning in a way where it wasn't doing anything where it was, maybe it was worth just pushing anyway. Just roll the 4+ and see if you get it. I think I probably should have done. I think even just like bringing it up to here would be a better position for the next turn. Okay, this is the first time they've failed to knock down a goblin, so that's good. We like that. And now you could follow up to going to, and you might get chainsawed in the face. We shall see. You're going to get chainsawed in the face. Someone's getting chainsawed in the face, just so we're all clear. We're not leaving this situation without someone's face having a chainsaw applied to it. And I guess it's going to be Eliander Sangpasang. Chainsaw to the face. Only a stun again. So now we have choices. We could try to blitz this off. That's a rush for Ripper. Ripper does have thinking troll, so he would get a reroll on it if he really wanted. Or we need to start moving forward and we take the risky dodge. Would mean we could blitz somewhere up here. I think I'd quite like to get moving. It's turn 4. Scary dodge. Easy. Easiest dodge of my life. Fortunately, I decided to do more dodges. Small problem. We're not done. Oh, I thought that was all over already for a second there. Good troll. Good troll. Okay. It's all fine. The drive is going perfectly. Nothing is wrong here. Good goblin. Good goblin. We stand there, we get punched, but does it do anything to make it harder for them to get back around us? Mean we can move forward next turn? Maybe? We'll never know. We'll never know the answer. How goes the Goblin Mayhem? We're goblining. It's been a slog so far, to be honest. Like, we are not removing elves, which is not great. We are being removed by elves. But the optimistic goblin in me says we've got the ball. We've got all of our trolls around the ball, so things could be worse. Things could definitely be worse. The fact is, it's turn 4 against elves and we haven't lost yet. So really, successful goblin drive so far. When you think about it with a goblin mindset, we're winning. We're just not winning by the way we'd want to be winning, which is murdering all the elves. I wonder if they'll blitz the cage here or if they'll just blitz the chainsaw. The chainsaw has been doing some work. Right, we're across halfway, which is pretty exciting. Like, given we failed the pickup, like we 1 in 9 the pickup on turn 1, like having the ball and being across halfway is already significant levels of success. I'm still not totally sure how they're blitzing. I think they're blitzing a chainsaw. Yeah, okay. Don't get it, that's good. Could reroll. Thinking about it. Does reroll. Does get it. Boo. Doesn't remove it. Classic. Got rid of 2 regular goblins. First 2 hits, but the chainsaw, much harder. Ooh, fails a dodge. 1 reroll left. They're not rerolling that. Okay. Not a removal, sadly, but still, turnover is good. I think we have to ask this block troll to do this on 2 dice. I'd love to make it 3 dice, but I think I can't because if it goes wrong, I need to replan. Okay, just a push, but I can live with that. Get like that. Is this troll going to move for us? Is, that's exciting. If I move up a square, which I'd like to do, I'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We saw that. Okay. Which side is more important to cover? Probably the front. So this goes first. There's nothing that can move without dodge, so. Oh dear. I did think about whether I should just sideline cage that turn. Maybe I should have done. Maybe I should have done. It's not good. Not good. At least the pieces with block aren't the ones that have got the easiest hits on it, so. That's our small mercy. And if they don't knock us over and they push us, then we're in scoring range. So there's also that. Exactly, Rick. We're going to get that last reroll out of them. Positive mental attitude. Positive goblin attitude. It's one of the things about goblins, though, like, with goblins, and this is maybe one reason why it would be interesting to try the other roster, because it's got the pogo, but, like, I always feel like with goblins, scoring a touchdown feels like a minor miracle. Like, sometimes with goblins, you do loads of damage, sometimes you get successful defenses because of the bombs, whatever, but, like, actually scoring a touchdown, even when you take out half the opposing team sometimes, can feel like it's still a challenge. Getting to the end zone is the hard part. Space Cadets, sadly, they are not down to that last reroll because they've got a leader on the bench. What they do have to think about if they bring anything in here is, with Ripper and Grab, they could get served, but... Oh, I forgot that, J-Lev, you're right. You're right. I mean, I also probably am not going to score on turn 8 if I score at all. So there's a counterpoint. But yes, you are correct. I think I always think Ripper has stand firm, which he doesn't. He's got grab. It's the other one. It's the Saurus one that has stand firm, isn't it? The old one that isn't there anymore. Silly Billy. That's it. Which way do I want to sidestep here? Just like that. Thanks for the follow. Oh, we're not blitzing with that one. So that means we want to blitz with this one. I'm going to dodge around the top. Curious. Okay. I guess maybe they were going to come around the bottom if that got knocked over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do a 3+ dodge? Yeah, fair enough. That's what I would do, to be fair. Okay, doesn't get it without the reroll. So last reroll time for this drive. I don't know if I'd put it in here, honestly. It's a tricky one. They do put it in and they don't get us. Let's go. Goblin in scoring range. Oh, you want to stay there, do you? I think you've forgotten that Ripper can grab. I haven't forgotten that Ripper can grab. Because Ripper could surf that now. Problem is, I need to get a friend, and to get a friend, I need to do a dodge. And my last couple of dodges have not succeeded. So, yeah. Love that. Ripper! Love that for me. I guess I want to follow. Where'd they start? Let's go, Ripper! And what turn are we on? Turn 6. So we could have gone for the score, but we wanted to surf something instead. I like the surfing, it was fun. Now Ripper's going to stand here being a menace. Ball's going to go hide here. Ball is once again not that safe. Details. Should have just got this up already, shouldn't I? Given they're out of rerolls, I actually think I'm okay with baiting the chainsaw. Like, it's probably going to die. We probably don't have it in the second half. That's fine. But, like, it's kind of making them roll some dice without rerolls. And if they fail them, we get to chainsaw something, so... Okay, so having pop dodge, it's maybe better to do this one. Let's just get dodged again. Now I've got to do a rush. Nice. Easy. Easiest plays of my life. Grab is a good skill versus onions, it is. Elven onions. Pathetic crowd doesn't even have Mighty Blow. Right. Space, do you sometimes miss the old stadiums where you could give your Norse crowd Mighty blow. Okay, Ripper's pretty great, by the way. Just quietly, like, given we were discussing two different builds, and one was the Ripper build and one was the Fungus build, I still love Fungus, but Ripper's pretty stinking good. Like, the reliability of Ripper is so nice. So you can take the bow down on my chainsaw, but that will end your turn and get you chainsawed. This is fine, you see, because this is exactly what I was thinking. The chainsaw may well die, but it's keeping all of these elves back here. Okay, didn't even die. Keeping all of these elves back here, and means that next turn, which is going to be a really important turn because we need to get in scoring range, we haven't got any of these elves in our way in one of those horrible elf screens that monster elf coaches do. I would never do such a thing, obviously, but you may have seen some other elf coaches doing these horrible screens. Control strength 6 for a full game is really good compared to uncontrolled strength 7. Yeah, that's not fully the story though, is it, J-Lev? Because it's controlled strength 6 or the uncontrolled strength 7 plus an extra 180,000 to spend. So it's quite a lot of value you can put on other things doing that way. No, stop beating up my lovely little goblins. Sweet little gobs. Okay, so we do need to be in scoring range this turn. Is the best option to punch this with Ripper, because again we can guarantee which square it goes to, and then we can just take our space. I reckon it probably is. Problem is going to be these trolls not able to move freely. There is also the option of just trying to set up players, which we're never sad about, but God, it's really tricky actually. I want to come back to the middle, but I don't know if I could chainsaw that, but if it fails then you get stuck. The chainsaw on there is incredibly good value if it works, but it's a 6+ roll without a reroll. 6+ with 2 dice. 1, 2, 3. So you can get to here without rolling any dice. I think we're going to have to give up one of these to be a friend. And I think we really want to see what this gets to before we make any more decisions. Okay, that did move. That's pretty huge. One rush. Love to get you in front. I think it's got to be something like that. And that rush is going to be there even if we, whatever happens here with the blitz. So maybe we just got to do that first. No reroll use is great.
An interesting team. I'm sure a perfectly good punch will serve us just as well.
Trap the block, I think. Probably the best thing we can do.
Nicely done.
That's a huge dodge. And that's a lovely pass. Alright. The goblins are still moving. We have a chance. Is the elf coach trying anti-streamer stats? Leave a surf on. That is very sophisticated anti-streamer strategies. You're not wrong. It's a very good way to trick streamers. The streamer disease of wanting to serve everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've still got at least one rush. But you know what? Remember how this drive started when we failed the pickup and we thought we were going to be out of it right away? It's turn 8 and... well, it's just been our turn 7 and for now at least it's possible for us to score. It's possible.
I'm looking forward to these next few matches.
Sufficulators. Just throw him much safer. I do wish I'd named them. I'd like to know who this is that I'm relying on. Oh, apparently I'm relying on wacky, wacky bad luck. I'm not sure this is a good omen. Of all the players we could be relying on, it's wacky, wacky bad luck. Nothing to read into there. I feel like in the movie that's the perfect character to be carrying the ball at this stage of the scene. Who's that carrying the ball? It's wacky, wacky bad luck. It's just a self-deprecating goblin. Aw, exactly. Oh, we're seeing the chainsaw again. Okay. I thought we'd see a cane dive, but our opponent is being, as you say, pretty cautious overall. They've got some players in front. They've stuck a chainsaw. Stuck a player on the ball to make us dodge, unless we chainsaw them in the face, which, let's be honest, we're going to try to chainsaw them in the face. Okay. Does give us things to do. Boo! Don't like that getting out. Let's freed up Ripper though, which can give us some options. I actually don't know if we are going to get to chainsaw that in the face because we might have a different plan here. Okay, so we punch that one and that gets the dodge at the back away. And now if we chainsaw this one, we're still going to have to dodge, aren't we? Don't know if we can get away without a dodge here. Chainsaw doing work. It's KO. I don't think we're blitzing this, but... So it's either a dodge and a rush, but we'd have a reroll for both dice, or it's 2 rushes and we've got 1 reroll for 2. I think it's still better to do the 2 rushes. I think. Get in! Yes! Wacky, wacky bad luck! Let's go! What a hero, the hero we needed. Wacky, wacky bad luck.
So, none of the knockout players seem to have awoken in
The hero we needed. God, that was a tough drive. Every Goblin offense is a tough drive. Okay, so Chainsaw, argue the call. Did we successfully argue the call? We did. We rolled a 1, but then the bribery and corruption kicked in, so you had to re-roll the first time you roll a 1, and then we rolled a 6. That's amazing. We will put both the Chainsaw and the Bomber safely on the bench for the second half. And then, how do we want to deny the 1 turn? Do we do it by putting all the side step on the line, or do we just put 2 Trolls and Ripper on the line and say, go on then? I feel like this way involves not losing Goblins, and I reckon it's pretty hard to do. So I think that's probably the better way to do it. Could be wrong. I often am. Because I could just say no 110, put 3 side steppers on the line. How'd they do on their KOs? They got, I think a couple back. Yeah, 2 back, 2 out. Oh, tough decision here, right? Because this does make it possible, but it is hard. This is a hard 110. Thanks, Rick. Yeah, 1 turning with strength 3, no guard. As hard. Like, if I spin this around and look at this at the elf, I'm thinking, like, you've pretty much got to push this one, unless you're planning on shoving strength 6 around. I genuinely can't believe we ended with a touchdown on that drive. That started so badly. And, like, a bit my own fault, right? Like I said at the time, like, I shouldn't have left the side so open before picking the ball up. What did I do to poor Yasmir? Yeah. Do you remember the discussion we had, Lennon, about how elves are definitely always the good guys and never the bad guys? I think you just need to keep that in mind. Was a bit of a monster dicing. Poor Yaz. Deep kick. Not a timeout, that's the important one. Free bribes. I mean, we're pretty happy to get more bribes. Obviously, we don't want the elves to have bribes, but... Okay, not a timeout's the most important thing. Yeah, Tree is advised not to comment at this time, but further incriminations. Risk of further incriminating myself. Poor Yaz. We're just going to 3 dice. See, I think with that free bribe, I might be just going all out to knock down one of the trolls and foul it. Although I guess it feels pretty unsatisfying with the regen. I think they're just going to 3 dice a goblin, unless they've got a very sophisticated 1-turn plan that I haven't worked out. Are they going to try to chain push their movement 7 side stepper? I mean, fair play if you can do it, but I don't think you've got enough players to make that possible. Like, movement 9 side step, definitely. It's movement 7 side step, but it looks like they're trying, so let's see. Maybe they've got a plan. I'm skeptical. I don't see how it would work. This is absolutely not a plan that can work. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. This feels like maybe they yeah, I don't know what it is. Okay, maybe they were like trying to map it out. You know what? Maybe it's just like practicing for themselves as well, like looking at it. Like with movement 9, 100% you can do that. Gonna use the foul because they've got the free bribe. Why not? But that's a tree foul. Sort of foul I normally do. No secret weapon rolls. We didn't get any on that drive. Oh, and they failed both the clears. So they're on 10 because they had a bench, but they are down one of their 2 blitzes, which is pretty nice in this matchup. Obviously, the block is very handy for them against Goblins. Now, I want to put my weapons on, don't I? Both of them, I reckon. Keep the diving tackle on, though. So, I'm using this to make sure they don't get any ideas about actually trying to take those blocks. And then I guess we would just go a bank of 3 in front of our weapons, I guess, best we're going to do. Yeah, let's do that. It's not a fanatic, it's bomber. I always have that same thought as well, Shamba. Like the bomb is so big you think it looks like the fanatic is the bomber. We don't have a fanatic on this team, sadly, or it would have been on offense. We have a pass bomber. The fanatic, in the end, we decided we couldn't fit with Ripper. So of the 2 builds we did, one was not just fungus, one was double fanatic, and the other was no fanatic. 2 extremes of the fanatic spectrum. The ref isn't blind, Pat. We just made a convincing argument. The ref saw our chainsaw and was like, is that allowed? And we were like, it is allowed. And they were like, not sure. Gonna check the rules, because we rolled a 1 the first time. And they were like, pretty sure it's not allowed. But because we're sneaky goblins, we'd got someone to switch their rulebook with a rulebook that said chainsaw definitely allowed in it. So, advanced goblin strats. I knocked out my microphone. But yes, space is correct. It's his emotional support chainsaw, and legally you cannot ask him if he needs why he needs it. Greasy cleats for us. Who got it? Okay, so Ugix, the pirate of Salzamund, has unfortunately been slowed down for the drive. Yeah, it's a service tool. Exactly. Perfectly normal thing to need to have with you. I'm a bit confused by this setup where they've put... Because you could just go 3 on the line, but they've doubled up on the trolls. Which either means they're planning to hit them, or it means you just added yourself an extra dodge. I don't know why. Trying to without my emotional support anthrax. A crippling addiction to symmetry. Listen, that was something I had to overcome playing Blood Bowl. So I can relate. It's a real struggle. Goes for the 1 dice there, gets a push. Maybe they're like hoping to knock down one of these trolls and foul it because they have still got the bribe. But yeah, pretty spicy. Like ball not picked up, 3+. They're not doing it with block. Can make this a 2 dice now if they want to. Really would think about picking the ball up if I was them first. Does pick the ball up. And then brings it to the assist. Okay, now gets 2 dice. Oh, that's a blitz. That was a pickup and blitz. Okay. It's a really inefficient commitment to a bad idea, this is space. But isn't that the best kind of commitment? Dodging away from our trolls. Rude. Is that blitzing? I don't think it is, so we'll see if it'll get up. And it will. So they are in scoring range here, and I think we just want to chainsaw that in the face. And if we're chainsawing that in the face, then we might as well base up the trolls first. Chainsaw the catcher in the face. No! Well, at least we didn't hurt ourselves, but didn't break armor. Feels a bit rude. Do we throw a bomb? And if so, where do we throw a bomb? I mean, that's a pretty fun square, isn't it? Do have quite a high chance to interfere with it, is the problem. Do it anyway. 3+. 3 is inaccurate, not wildly inaccurate, so we keep it. Looks like it's going to land in a good square. Unless they interfere. Do not interfere. So we get a free knockdown. Not the most exciting, but better than nothing. Otter! Hey, Otter. Importantly, his bomber's opponent now scared of bomber. Like, the regular bombers are so much worse than Dribble Snot, because Dribble Snot is passing 3+ and accurate, and is 50,000 somehow, whereas for 45,000 before you put a skill on, you get passing 4+ and no passing a skill. So yeah, with pass makes it a bit more better, but yeah, it's a lot worse than the star player version. And obviously you don't get the amazing Kaboom skill as well. Kaboom is like almost the best part with Bomber. Like, it's just so silly. Like, even if your opponent high rolls you back and catches the ball, you just go, yeah, you be up anyway. So you can just throw it like straight at the ball carrier. Oh, fails a dodge. They've got dodge skill. Why did that use leader? Had they already dodged? Oh, that was a rush. They had to spend a reroll on the rush to tag the bomber. So they've used a reroll, the leader reroll, and a lot of the time bank already here. And we're early in the second half of what could be an overtime game.
Were Stone X3 sponsoring this when you were playing ball?
No polishing cream manufacturer? No. I have no idea.
And now, are we blocking here? If so, we're doing it on 1 dice. If not, we dodging a dive and tackle it taking 2 dice. Okay, makes no sense. Doesn't get the POW. Love that. You kind of have to follow because now you can get surfed, but now you get chainsawed. Rough for the elves. Maybe they're happy keeping the chainsaw there because they're switching to this side. I'm still going to do it though because it's pretty high value elf. So that's not a scoring threat. These are all scoring threats. Plans here include chainsaw that in the face. I think ideally we'd like to blitz this off so that we can throw a bomb. The question is what else do we need to reposition? If we succeed with this chainsaw, we're probably blocking that. So, but I think we generally want to make sure our trolls aren't getting too far from the middle. Trolls, we want to be central. It's alright, let's burn the one there. There's much worse places we could have rolled a 1 this turn. So let's do that. I think now we've got to do the chainsaw to work out the rest. Okay, KO's nice. And where is the blitz? Could just blitz here and block. There's a well where we surf that, but it's a lot of work. I think it's better just to push it this way and see if we get a free block on the troll. We do. Make it a 3 dice. Another KO. Very nice. Yeah, I'd think about the Apo there if I was them, I think. You're down a catcher and a blitzer already. Haven't got a lot of speed left on the pitch. Tough one. Another POW. Just through here.
The ball is hot.
This is perfect. Doesn't look even over. Okay. Yeah, I mean we could have just blocked with a bomber, but okay with that. We've taken a lot of their speed off the pitch now. That's like one of their movement 7s and 2 of the movement 8s off. So they've only got 1 catch left, which is currently on the floor. I actually do wonder if I should have just fouled that with the bomber instead of throwing the bomb. Oh, they've got a second catcher here. I thought they only had 3 for some reason. So they have got all the catchers. So yeah, they've got 2 catchers left. So they're still reasonably fast. But yeah, I always say this from playing Pro Elves. Like, Pro Elves are a team that if you take off positional, suddenly you start to realise they're not that fast. But yeah, this is going well. This is going well. We are obviously like still playing elves and they could just score because they're elves. But in terms of what we would have wanted to happen on this drive, taking out a couple of the catches, pretty nice. And they already started down one line, they're on blitzer, so we started on 10 players, we had a bench of 1. I guess they're now on 8. Goes for the 3 dice. Not with block though, because their ball carries got block. So we will sidestep. Well, we sidestep too. Guess I want to stay next to the troll. I'll stay here to make you dodge. Yeah, it's nice to start the turn next to the troll so the troll has a friend. The proper foul animation should be bashing in the head with the ball. The best one in Blood Bowl 2 was the rarely seen because the star player wasn't taken very often, but there was the dwarf star player with the bazooka, and the foul animation was just them like shooting the bazooka into someone's face, which was incredible. I always like the vampire foul animation in Blood Bowl 2 because they did a little bow afterwards. It's like they did the foul and they just gave you a little piece of like flair at the end, like, look at me, look at my amazing foul. Okay, so now they have a scoring threat, which is out of chainsaw range, which is a bit rude. A little bit rude of our opponent to put the ball out of chainsaw range. Oh, but they've failed a dodge, and they've snaked it. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Chat, I don't mean to panic you, but goblin things could happen here. Could. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Annoyingly, that is, of course, Nerves of Steel, so tagging it doesn't do that much. If we get the diving tackle to it, that would do something. That's probably our plan for the end of the turn. For now, let's just put some side step on it at least. Gosh. Maybe I should do that as a 2 dice. It's got block. Good. Helps a lot. Okay, lovely. Gets you off with that one. Someone's got to rush to fill that square. It's just got to be you. So that's that then. So I think you probably just want to come over here to be ready to be useful in a future turn. Diving tag, I'm going to try to get onto there. So you, I'm going to just try to activate you so we've got you back into a useful square. So we'll rush here and get the next action. How is incredible. No! It's not wacky bad luck, it's Fudgic's bad luck who's let us down. Damn it, the bad luck family has given us their best and their worst. Stupid Fudgic's bad luck. Where's wacky bad luck when you need him? It's over here. The sad thing is that elves can actually now just pick up and score quite easily. There was a huge disclaimer when they signed to the team. Oh, wacky, wacky. Where were you when we needed you? How could you trust us with useless Fagic's bad luck? How many more bad luck do we have on the team? Is it just those two? So yeah, like they could just pick up here and give the ball to the catcher and score, because nerves of steel means that's 2+ catch, 2+ dodges. Obviously, like that gives us time to do offense back, but we're still goblins, so and if they get their KOs back, then it'd be pretty rough. We'd have to see if we can keep our weapons around. They have to roll dice, exactly. They have to do things. But a lot of it is built-in rerolls, right? Like you pick it up, dodge and pick up, no rerolls built in, but then you have to 2+ pass, which has the reroll built in. And oh, we've gone for a handoff action. So that one doesn't have the reroll built in, so that is a team reroll. I don't know why we've done that. Because that can't score, and now you can't hand off to this one. Was that meant to be a pass? I'm confused. That seems like not the way to do it. Anyway, they've used a reroll, which is good for us. Oh god, they are nearly out of time. I hadn't even noticed. They're really now nearly out of time. Maybe that's causing them to rush these decisions a bit as well. Takes a block, double skull, last reroll. Does get the POW, but that is last reroll gone. And they now have no time bank at all. Okay. Alright. Wow. We need wacky, wacky bad luck's what we need here. You first, actually, because you're not going to reach without doing rushes, so let's just bring you into the middle. Everything else is dice, isn't it? So I think we are just going for chainsaw next. Like, sure, I'm going to realise that. Oh, you can do that first.
Will the big one manage to lay out an opponent of half his strength?
It's like safer than doing the chainsaw, honestly, and a thing that's got such good value if it works, I think it's worth doing. So now, I think we don't stand up snaggy because they might be recovery. Now we want to blitz here. No, do not do that. Oh no. No! So we've used our last reroll and we didn't get it down. Uh-oh. Alright, well. We are where we are. Come on. Dodge that to there. Let's let Ripper do the 3 dice first. Oh, out of rerolls is bad. But finally, it was actually our first Kaz of the whole game. We've had some KOs, but it's our first Kaz in all these turns. So put the Apo into, does not work. Okay, so the good news here is that they have got the ball on a player that does not have any built-in rerolls. Bad news is they are still elves and they are very close to our end zone. No reroll Blood Bowl. That's no reroll Blood Bowl definitely favours elves over goblins, sadly. Definitely no reroll Blood Bowl. You'd rather be the elf than the goblin. Having said that, it's going to depend a lot on if they can score and if they can get those KOs back, because the KOs are a lot now. Okay, no knockdown. Now they could blitz here and hope to pow. Nope, they go for a dodge and he fell. Okay, alright. Good, but we also still have no rerolls, so... Should we get our diving tackle on here? That seems smart. And then let's bring a friend in for you. Ripper doesn't need friends. Ripper can just come up. Oh, come on. I mean, we won. We should be happy. It's just we were getting to the fun bit. I actually think they could have. They could have still won that, right? Like it was definitely looking rough. Like I'm not saying it wasn't. Like it was definitely looking rough. But you're still playing against no reroll goblins, right? Like I can roll a 1 on my chainsaw and then you can still score. So I think like I totally understand it. Like it's like not it's not a format where you get development anyway, and like the you can just restart the team. But I think like you hadn't definitely lost yet. You were in a rough spot, but you hadn't definitely lost yet if your opponent. So because if they score, it's 2 teams with no rerolls, and I would, even down players, I would pick the elves most of the time in that matchup. It was definitely going to depend on KOs. They definitely needed us to roll a 1, but I think I would have at least waited to see like what happened on my chainsaw play, right? Because if that was a 1, I think they definitely could still get the draw. But yeah, look, I get it. I totally get it. They were up against it. And anyway, like for us, the good news is we got our goblins in the arena off to a start. It takes 7 wins to get that goblin champion badge that we would like. We've played 1 game and we've got 1 win. It's a start. It's a start. Yeah. And yes, all hail. Let's have a little look at the important statistics. There's 1 touchdown on the whole team. It's wacky, wacky bad luck. I don't know if I can rename the players now. Like normally I like to name my players on my teams, but like I feel like wacky, wacky bad luck can't be renamed, can he? So the hero goblin of our time. Yeah, that's the thing, Space. It's not just throwing the chainsaws. If I failed the pickup, they still had a catcher there that could have done something. What if you just keep his name and change all the rest? We could do that. We could name all the rest. It would get us through some names on the list. Anyway, what I will do is say, if you're watching on YouTube, then welcome to a thrilling Goblin Arena run. I say thrilling. This is all happening live, so I might lose the next 2 games. Could be the end of the run, but we won a game in the arena with goblins, which means we've already succeeded. Hit that like and subscribe.